Good day everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon. So of course, I'm going to be talking about something that's Disney related, in terms of their films and whatnot. So I just figured I would just do something like that. And it's going to be something in the news, so I figured to talk about this. There's a few things I want to bring up first, of course. So one of the first things I want to bring up is that the Black Panther #2 is still happening, even though the one actor unfortunately died. So yeah, there's still some plans to be made, and yeah, it's gonna be with a female Black Panther. I'm not too familiar with the comics, but from what I heard, there was already a female character of Black Panther in comics anyway. So I guess this doesn't seem too much of a stretch. So it's something that was brought about. Of course, there's so different variety of characters, cultures, and whatnot. So I guess this would be a good way to do it, I suppose. So even though I've said this multiple times before, I was never really a fan of comic book movies, really. But if it's good, I'm not gonna complain about that. So it does look like Black Panther 2 is going to be offering something that's rather challenging for those that's working on the sequel. The first film did get a lot of praise, so of course it's going to be rather stressful to make a follow-up that's good or even better than the original. For comic books, it shouldn't be that hard, really, when you think about it. Easily make an entire video of making a discussion about the great sequels in the superhero genre that were actually better than the original. So, yeah, and that's the thing. I think it's easier for a comic book superhero to do that because, okay, once you get the origin story out the way, it makes it seem like you have more room to explore some themes and whatnot. So, yeah. So, to some degree, I do have some hope for this, I guess you can say. Even though it may come off bittersweet because the one actor is no longer with us, I guess, but that's life for you, I guess. Yeah, you gotta deal with the pain somehow. But yeah, we'll see how this goes, I suppose. Other news. Okay, the actress who starred in the Captain Marvel film, which I just refused to watch, but point being, the actress, yeah, she says she wants to do something here, folks. I'm not quite sure if she's actually gonna do it, but I know I've spoken about her before, and she just comes off really, really uppity.
Relax, bitch.
Okay, anyway, she would like to star in a Star Wars movie, which, as far as I'm concerned, is a big no-no. Because I don't like her attitude, like I said multiple times before, but if she was a Jedi character, they probably would have her, like, be all unstoppable and nothing can kill her off. Just like how she was in the Captain Marvel film. And we already have strong female characters in the films, like Rogue One and whatnot, and other female characters. So yeah, that's the thing. Having her, I mean, she's gonna play a different character, not Captain Marvel, of course, but still, I find it kind of odd because the character from the sequel trilogy was accused of being a Mary Sue, which is not, but they fight with Captain Marvel being all indestructible. Like, come on now, that's dumb. Yeah, these movies are not that bad. But I know Captain Marvel, the film, gets praised for strong female empowerment. Come on. I mean, okay, the sequel trilogy may not be the Godfather trilogy in comparison, sure. But still, I like these films. I like all three films. Though The Last Jedi is probably my least favorite. I mean, okay, it's not bad, really, but it's just, in comparison to 1 and 3, it's just my least favorite. And I don't need someone like her with a stupid ass attitude which just ruined the entire franchise for me. And that's the thing, I almost stopped watching Star Wars entirely. I mean, okay, not because of Disney. I'm not saying it's because of Disney, because that had nothing to do with that. Because of Episode 3, which I honestly felt that it had to be one of the worst sci-fi films I've ever seen. But that didn't exactly stop film critics and fans alike from actually praising it. So, okay, since the former director George Lucas, okay, I was thinking since that film, before I saw episode 3, okay, he messed up with episode 1 and 2. So, a lot of people were saying that he made it better with this film. So, yeah, I was pretty much done with Star Wars at this point, and I didn't want to give it another shot. But since I went to with no expectations, really. Okay, maybe a little bit of expectations to see this film because a lot of people were saying it was better, but no, it was worse. Oh boy. But anyway, moving on from that, there's still other bits of news I want to talk about in this video, folks. So strap on, I guess. Speaking of whom, she said that she would like to play a princess character. Yeah, you heard me right. I hope she really doesn't do it. I mean, okay, maybe an animation or live action, I suppose. So, I mean, I'm hoping at least it's not a remake. But of course, there's that going on for her. Okay, assuming she actually does do that, I'll just buy used. I guess just to be a dick, I guess, so that she won't get no money. Okay, the store would, but not her. I mean, Disney would be okay because they can always make money in a bunch of other ways, I suppose. But anyway, across her career, she had made quite a few movies, and yes, she even won an Oscar, of course. So she has her own superhero character, of course, and whatnot. So she wants to do Disney princess kind of a thing. And I mean, it's just a bunch of rumors right now. So I guess if there's something, I mean, this feels a bit outdated right now. If I'm just going by what I just heard recently, but what kind of role will she play in? And that seems to be currently unknown. But there always seems to be a project when it comes to these characters. Anyway, when it comes to the princess characters, and I know they're all planning to make some more remakes anyway. So there's a good chance she might do a live action remake, probably. So I mean, it's quite obvious that she's actually doing quite well with the studio because in the movies, in the Marvel movies that she was in, those movies actually did quite well, financially speaking, of course. So there's a fairly decent chance that she might star in one of these princess movies. Whether it be animated, a remake, or just a brand new story, I do not know. So, like I said, I'll just get it used regardless, I suppose. Just out of spite, I guess. I know, that's me being petty right there. I know. I recognize that. I'm just saying. The only reason I'm buying my Disney movies is because I want to build up my collection. I do have a pretty big collection right now of my Disney films, so I want to collect more anyway. Even if certain films aren't really good, so I guess I just could collect it anyway, I suppose. So I even have some of them downloaded onto the computer as well, folks. Not bootlegged, of course, but the actual with the digital code and whatnot. So I guess that's something. All right. Okay. Technically, I'm using the Disney app thingy. Well, I would download them films if you want to be more exact, I guess. But it's the point being, I have some of them downloaded. That's what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, I'm trying to build my collection anyway. What I find really confusing too is as well, she seems to be the type of person to even complain about video games. By which I mean, she will seem like Miss Pac-Man would come off like sexist, which is not, but whatever. Another thing I find odd is that okay, if it's so something like some people cross-dressing as some Disney characters and have them wear these kinds of revealing clothing, and somehow that would be frowned upon. What is it with the female body that seems to be frowned upon by so many folks? I don't understand. Seems weird to me. Really, really weird. Okay. Women are catty with each other, which is a stereotype. I don't see you complaining about that. So if you want to see certain things be done, like certain diversity kind of stuff being shown in movies, if you want to show that, then go ahead. Fine. Show diversity. Whatever. Okay, moving on from this. For other news, I guess. Yeah, the Disney World had announced that the to be something for the early admission. Okay, not really early admission, but some sort of update because the the theme park will not be officially started, but only until like January of 2022. Yep, an entire other year for operating hours. Does this mean they could have started sooner? Maybe, but at least for one of these theme parks, in a way, has released its calendar of operating hours for its theme parks through the month of March. Yeah, they want to have, of course, have everything done rightly, of course, because this has something to do with, of course, as you can guess, COVID-19 and whatnot, the whole thing with the virus. Yeah, this is affecting the business, the theme parks, in a lot of ways. So they're trying their best to work around that. Obviously, the thing is that I'm pretty sure they can take the hit, but the thing is that they can only do that for so long, folks. Because the longer this lasts, the longer they have to, take extra precautions, and the longer that lasts, the bigger the hit they will have. So they may have to start to leg out some people, which doesn't exactly help the situation. And they already have done that. They already let go of quite a few people already. So that just makes it worse for everyone there, folks. So yeah, they're trying to, I guess, walk around that as I was saying, because when you think about it, this is a business after all. So yeah, Walt Disney World has been releasing its hours of operation for reopening of Disney's Blizzard Beach Water Park, which will be scheduled for March 7th. So that's something, I guess. So if they're trying to fix some stuff, of course, and make sure everything's done properly, obviously. So I hope everything goes to plan, of course, but we'll see how things go, obviously. I realized, like I said a moment ago, I could be still supporting them by buying their movies, their merchandise, or whatever, but brand new, of course, brand new, so that the store can get some, so that the people who made these items can get some of the money, not just the store itself. Yeah, I still be doing that regardless, of course, but the issue with that is I can only be doing that only for so far. That's the thing. I can only do that only for so long. For those who have been doing the same thing, buying their items new, whether it's like their books, their movies, or anything else for that matter, like the clothing. Some people, okay, not some. There's a lot of people out there with a very limited income, so the same thing can be said with them. They can only do it for so long as well, which just makes everything really complicated for everyone, as I was saying. The theme parks can't just rely on people on buying their items, in a bunch of other places. But which means yes, people do have to go to the actual theme parks if they want to keep the business up, of course. But that in itself can be pretty much a challenge because of the whole pandemic and whatnot, and people not being reasonable enough to actually wear the masks, which of course makes everything even harder than what it is. So if anybody is actually capable of actually going to one of these theme parks, I know Disney has various theme parks, not just Disney World and whatnot. But point being is that if anyone's actually able to do that and go to one of these theme parks that's actually open, just because certain rules will apply to this one does not mean it's going to apply to other theme parks as well. But point being, if you actually are somehow able to go there, you may go buy a few items, maybe. It doesn't have to be that many. It could be even a small item like a cup, a stuffed animal, something. I don't know, maybe even some candy or some food there. Because you're buying directly from the place there. They don't have to pay like a third party vendor like Target, Best Buy, or even Walmart, just to name a few. Because you're buying them from directly from them. So that would mean you're not, instead of paying the vendors, that at least a percentage of it anyway. But in this case, if you buy it directly from the from the Disneyland places, the theme parks, I mean, that's more money in their pockets. But my point being, like I was saying, this is just really, really difficult for even for business people. And I do believe in the free market where everyone should make money, even rich folk. I'm not gonna just trash talk the rich folks like some people would, but yeah, I do believe that everybody should make money legally, of course. But yeah, which is why I don't criticize the used market all that much, really. And I prefer buying certain items brand spanking new so that everybody can make money. But okay, whatever. Moving on from this. So, in other big news, folks, when it comes to their theatrical releases and being brought out, yeah, this guy is going to help out with that kind of a thing. So, yes, in the midst of trying to help Disney out and whatnot, it's been confirmed that Disney, the vet right here, has been in this position where it comes to having their theatrical releases being released. He'll oversee, international releases and releases close by as well as home video. So that's definitely something that can actually help with the corporate companies and communications when it comes to their departments as well in regards to which who can see what and having some coverage, of course. So yeah, he has his own precision in this kind of a thing. So I do hope everything will go out rather well, of course, because Disney does need to get the movies out somehow. This is definitely one of those ways that they can do that. So yeah, that's definitely a good thing there. So the thing is that yeah, he's going to be doing this kind of a stuff when it comes to the sort of arrangements, of course. And the thing is that the news came around which Disney underwent months ago, put some more focus on streaming services with their distribution side, figuring out the better routine for films releasing like in theaters or Disney Plus. Disney has already made some sort of deal, I guess you can say, when it comes to the pandemic. So yes, the pandemic when it comes to this kind of a thing with the COVID-19 has affected Disney in more ways than one, even when it comes to releasing their films. So they have to figure out some sort of way to counter that because, like I said, it's a business. They have to make money somehow, which in itself isn't inherently not a bad thing. But yeah, they already pretty much sent a lot of their major releases to Disney Plus already, like the movie Soul and the Mulan remake, just to name a couple of them. So yeah, of course they have to think of some ways to actually send some of their films to the movie theater. And of course, again, like I was saying earlier, with the theme parks, they have to work around this kind of way. Well, technically, in some places, in some theaters, you still could go see a movie, but it's just really, really, really restrictive. And it depends on the area that you're living in. Some other places will allow it and some won't. So it just depends on that, really. So that's something I want to bring up for a short moment there. But yeah, we see how this kind of thing goes. So there's that. There's plenty of even more superhero stuff that's coming up. One of which is going to be a TV show for She-Hulk. So if you're somebody that likes superhero stuff, then there's some good news for you. Because there's going to be the up-and-coming She-Hulk series that's going to be airing on Disney+. Plus. So in an interview, it was confirmed that Marvel's She-Hulk will consist of 10 half-hour episodes, and that puts her right there, of course. And yeah, this will be done, of course, and it's going to be about 6 hours worth of content altogether, I guess. As he said, the individual who said it's going to do it, something that, sometimes that'll be 6 episodes, sometimes it'll be 9 when it comes to, some TV shows, TV shows, but this one it must be 10, I suppose. Why specifically 10, I don't know, but whatever gets. But anyway, we'll just see how this goes, I suppose. So if you're a fan, like I said, of superhero stuff, then this is definitely something for you. And best of luck to them, I guess. Yes, I don't know if this can be connected to the current um, Marvel Expanded Universe. Maybe, I guess. But I have not seen it yet because it has not been released yet, but we'll see how things will go. We'll see how things will go, I guess. And this is me and Bruce Bouncer, aka the Incredible Hulk. Maybe he would have something to do with it, I guess. It wouldn't seem much of a stretch if he did. But anyway, yeah, but they have some ideas, of course, whatnot. I don't know how faithful it is will be to the source material. I guess that's something I have to see, I guess. But yeah, this is definitely something that's to talk about, obviously, because it's a big thing for fans of Marvel. So there you go. You're getting a bit more and more a variety of different characters and whatnot. And we'll see how things go, of course. But alright, folks, this has been long enough, I suppose, because this has been one long video. Other things I would like to discuss here, folks, but this video is very long enough. There's really plenty of what to speak about. So, alright, okay. As always, thanks for watching, and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh yeah.